Let me ask, Chair, through you. We have thousands of teachers in this country. If I am dismissed and I do not inform the union, how will they know? How will they know that so and so in Mandera or in Kabondo has been dismissed if they do not communicate that to the union? I therefore agree with him that there should be a mechanism with which the TSC actually informs the union in writing so that they have this information. So sometimes we can blame them, but they don't get the information.
Yes, if.
I'm not.
If, I want to just say this.
Chairman, 2 weeks ago, we wrote to Teachers Service Commission that we were not going to participate in the stakeholders meeting that had to talk about the TSC Act amendment. One, what was in the amendment proposals were even harsher than what we have in the Act now and the Code of Regulations. We wanted Teachers Service Commission to involve us as true representatives of these teachers. And we told them in black and white that we are not stakeholders, but we are stakeholders. We cannot be taken to participate on issues that are so punitive, as Mheshimiwa has said. Imagine, Chair, a teacher is interdicted. The case is heard by TSC. Teacher is dismissed. The teacher is allowed to appeal within 90 days. Then the appeal is heard. The same people who sat to dismiss the teacher are the same people hearing the appeal case. And we took a departure. Sorry, Teacher Service Commission took a departure from the former Kenya National Union of Teachers, TSC, Consultative Committee on Matters Discipline. We could not accept that. So I want to agree with Mheshimiwa that Teacher Service Commission can mishandle teachers in a manner they would wish to have or to do, using the Code of Regulations and even using the TSC Act. So, in our proposal, Chairman, matters to be addressed by the subcommittee, which is a technical committee, TSC and NAT, we have proposed that the introduction of the subcommittee, the sub-consultative committee for NAT and TSC be constituted again, so that our teachers are not on their own. So, Chairman, I think I've answered that question well, and thank you, those members who are on my side trying to support me on this issue. I'm happy.
You are completely out of order.
Chairman, thank you. I'm back to order. On the issues of principals don't even work alone. They work hand in hand with some Teacher Service Commission directors who don't want specific teachers. I have a case in Kisumu Boys today. A teacher is being alleged to have committed, you call it sodomy? Sodomy. And it is written in black and white. But look at it. The teacher is being transferred to a far-flung area. What do you mean? If a teacher has this offense, do you interdict or you transfer? You interdict. So it means that this is not true. And I've ended up finding out from my own school representatives in those schools that the hand of a TSC officer, I don't want to be very specific, is there. Chairman?
Point of order, Chair.
Yes.
You see, this is a house of record. When you come up with a matter, you must have facts. You present before us here. Now, it's in order to allege that some TSC officials collaborate. And him has information And he has not raised this anywhere as a union person.
Yeah, and Chair, I don't think we need to entertain, dwelling in rumors. And if the Chair has facts on a particular case, is the SG has facts on a particular case is referring to, he should go full way to give us the clear case instead of, going around it.
Thank you. Members, there is a committee coming in. SG, I just want to guide you that we are oversighting you on the effectiveness of your representation as a union. We are not actually castigating you. We are actually trying to assist you to be a very vibrant representative of the teacher service, of the teaching service. That's why Honorable Toroitich has just given you certain questions, and I'm not seeing you answering them because you as a union have certain teachers, they have gone to court, they have gone through the disciplinary process, they have been acquitted. You are not telling us what you are doing with them. You are giving us a case of a teacher now who is alleged to have committed carnal knowledge of sodomy. And you are saying the handle, that is too casual, SG. It is either that he's being handled poorly. What have you done? If he's being transferred on allegation of sodomy, and you know what does that mean? That is part of the CK. What have you done as a union? These are the issues these members are asking, nothing more from you as a union of teachers. Yes. So I want you to answer those questions because it looks like we are going to have another date with you guys. Yes.
Yes, Chair. As he answers that, I've just come across one of the attachments they have on the assignment of duties, which SG told us. And looking at it, Chair, I do not agree that this really changes the content of acting. Because when you look at the letter says you've been appointed. The problem is that there are no pages.
Oh.
Yeah, it's assignment of duties. I don't know now.
Most of it
I don't know what appendix it is, but next time, SG, please ask your staff to tag the tag so that we can.
Yes, that's goes to the point.
So, Chair, they say that, please know that this assignment is temporary. Please know that this assignment is temporary. And then they are saying that the duties, of course, is administrative, and then general administration, human resource, financial management, and all that. And any other. So the question is, Chair, looking at this, apart from just the TSC twisting the language, does it change the acting position? Because you see, it is temporary. Temporary and acting are the same. So what have you done, Ken, I'm still on you people, to tell us exactly what you've done on this? Because it doesn't change.
Yes, proceed with that.
Maybe a follow-up. The last one. Maybe a follow-up on this. Chair, thank you. I think TSC, the union has told us that they've written several letters to TSC. And TSC has gone ahead to arbitrarily act in the manner in which they have wished to act. For example, on issuing letters of acting, they've ended up issuing letters of assignments. And in the last paragraph on page 4, you have indicated that the migration of that scheme of service, like mentioned by Honorable Maungu, was not informed by law. So my question is, when you are writing letters, and TSC goes on acting arbitrarily, does the union, as a representative of the teachers, have lawyers? And can the union turn to the recourse of law in some of these cases to defend the right of these teachers?
Yes, I want to start with the last one. Yes, we have lawyers. And I'm happy you're reading question 3 about CPG versus SOS. Kenya National Union of Teachers took Teacher Service Commission to court. Now, the industrial court ruled that teachers' promotion should be based on 3 schemes of service. That is graduate teacher, non-graduate teacher, and then before we had teachers on Tibet, there was also the third part of SOS, which is technical teaching. Before they migrated to the ministry. Now, Teacher Service Commission interpreted this ruling to mean that since Knut wanted its members to remain on promotions of SOS, schemes of service, their proposal was CPG. And based on this ruling, Teacher Service Commission refused, literally, to promote teachers who are members of NAT. And this is where the death of NAT started. So any teacher who wanted promotions could exit NAT membership and then get promotion from Teacher Service Commission. This brought our numbers from 170,000 and above to a lean 11,000 by 2021. By 2021. So they introduced the exit button. Are you a member of NAT? You want to be promoted?
Chair, does he have proof of what he's saying?
Let's allow him to make. You'll table the documents later, is it?
Yes. I will table the ruling of Bairam Ongaya in the case of Teacher Service Commission versus Kenya National Union of Teachers on matters CPG and schemes of service, that is SOS.
Thank you. So you'll table that. Proceed, ST.
So, Chairman, there was this question about teachers going to court. They win these cases, and Teacher Service Commission keeps them out of the register. In the Code of Regulations, Teacher Service Commission has a way of running their matters discipline. Whether a teacher goes to court and TSC has dismissed you here, and we have a list of those teachers, you will continue staying outside where the court has ruled that you be reinstated. And we have such cases, because it wasn't a question here, we have such cases that we can present to this committee. And they're riding on Article 237 of the Constitution that TSC is an independent commission. That's punitive. So,
Chair, I want to give an advisory on that issue. Because you represent the interests of teachers, kindly approach your lawyers and file that matter in court for being illegal and unconstitutional. Because you represent the interests of teachers. The best way you can handle is to challenge that code of regulations in a court of law for being an illegal piece of law.
And I want to, I just want to give guidance on this. That even in the stakeholders meeting that you said you didn't attend, the Teachers Service Commission, in the procedure of lawmaking, NAT, all what TSC is doing, all what other people are doing are proposals. If you have proposals that you think are beneficial to teachers, give this committee. And you don't need to have the consent of Teacher Service Commission to make proposals. On statutory documents, what we call the regulations, like the Code of Regulations, each and everything, those regulations are made between you, the employer, the representative of the teacher, and they are in mutual agreement. There is no code of regulation which is imposed on you or imposed on your members without your participation. And I remember this committee has participated separately on looking at those documents. And we shall look at the documents from Teacher Service Commission, from other stakeholders, from individual teachers, and have a document that is amiable to the interest of teachers. So, as advised by our member here, you need to move with speed and assist your members on those particular issues. At that time is of essence. Yes, Honorable Jerusha and Honorable.
I was also on that.
Yes.
That there is no code of regulation.
Yes.
Which is above the Constitution.
Now the
So,
regulation.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember.
Chair,
Introduce
sorry.
yourself and then.
Sorry, I walked in a bit late. My name is Anne Muraga, County Member of Parliament, Kiambu. You sound, when you present your case, you sound very helpless, like there's nothing you can be able to do, yet the teachers are coming to you for the help and for the support and for the answers. I was thinking maybe when you come to us, you would come to us asking for support of something maybe you have tried and has not been possible, or you have looked into other avenues and it has not worked. But you are sounding, when they come to you, you are also too helpless to even give an answer. So we are wondering, what support are you giving to the teachers? If they come to you and you are that helpless, then they will die at your desk.
I always even look very weak. But Chairman, I'm one of the strongest Secretary Generals. And that is why in the month of September, I was elected the Secretary General of East African Teacher Unions.
Congratulations. But you need to be tough.
So maybe my words are not tough, but I'm very tough.
From where we sit, we feel they are doing a disservice to teachers in this country. Now, I walked out a bit to do something else, but when I came back, when I read this document, I want to look at question number 9. The total number of teachers in every cadre that need to be moved to the next higher grade. Now you are telling us from this report, you don't have this information. This information is with the TSC. My brother, I have here a message from your office to all teachers in the country to provide this information. And you have this information. Why are you lying to us? That you have gone to TSC and you have this information. I have it here. I can read you your own message to these teachers to provide the information, and they have provided. My only question was now, when I look at this information, you ask me for this information, look at this.
Honorable Malulu.
No. You know this information I have.
Order. You can't support to work as an adult. And I think, yes, the officer is here. Have you given information to the Vice Chair on your...
Chairman, what I'm trying to pass over is that they're telling us they don't have this information. And they asked schools, I'm aware, they asked schools to provide this information. And this information has been provided.
SG, is it true? The information he has is yours.
You have my information. Yes, that information is ours. But I said, just as in question 5 here, teachers will present us information from the school representatives. Our duty is to verify the same with Teacher Service Commission for accuracy purposes. Remember the 1,000, the 1,011, and finally we ended up at 310. We don't deny that we source information from the grassroots, but this information must be candid and verified.
So, SG, our standing order, Honorable, are responsible for the facts that you bring before the committee. And I want to just tell you, SG, that the information you are telling us here is almost half-baked, in the sense that you had not verified and given us actual data. If you agree with what Honorable Malulu is saying, then actually, we are actually doing what we are doing in futility. Yes, if that is it.
Because National Assembly, I'm quoting your own statement which you signed. National Assembly requires this information urgently, which means they have received, and what they're telling us because they have not processed this information. So they're not ready. Number 2, Chair, when I look at also question number 6, they're telling us that you see the number of teachers in the union per county and the agent fees received from the teachers is information that is classified.
Chairman, point of order, Chair.
Yes, what's on
Chair,
the Honorable?
I believe there are certain information that they are saying they will present. So the best we can do as a committee is whatever has not, if there is not clear information, let them, we assigned them time to give us that proper information that has not been availed in this committee today.
No, I'm sorry.
Order. That, order, Honorable Malulu. That's procedural, members. That's procedural, Honorable Malulu. That the information they have not given. And I think I want to allow the Honorable Member for Mandela that the Information Act is very clear. That you cannot deny the public information on the basis of what you are saying, classified, what, all that. All the information will require you have to bring it before this committee because this is a matter of national importance. You cannot.
Noted, Chair.
Yes. So let's allow them. They will give us that information. So, yes, the
information. You know whether they good concept.
Yes, we'll answer that. Yes, Honorable Maungu.
Thank you, Chair. Maybe I just wish to get a clarification from the union as to what is your relationship with TSA, and how do you think this committee can assist this union to be a better champion for teacher rights? Thank you.
Thank you. We have to finalize members because it looks like most of the questions are not answered and they think the union will come back. Any other? Okay, you have an issue? SG, can you finalize on the questions and supporting?
Whoever has his or her payslip posted here gave us the payslip willingly for use in trying to confirm what was actually required by the same teacher. And the relationship between Kenya National Union of Teachers and the Teacher Service Commission is always cordial for a while, depending on how much they take our matters seriously. It can be cordial for an hour also. Then she breaks. It is not static.
Thank you. Are you through?
Yes, Chairman.
Yes, thank you so much. Members, I want to thank members for this session, and I want to thank the Service Commission for, as you rightly know, is to really check the efficacy of NAT in representing the interest of teachers. You are the people who represent or who have the voice of the teachers. In fact, a number of issues here you've not answered them, and we want to hold the information you have. And like all other unions worldwide, Oyuu, be it the Miners Workers Union, be it the Dock Workers Union, you must have information that is the union information vis-a-vis the Teacher Service Commission information. You cannot depend on your employer to give you facts. Then your efficacy or your effectiveness as a representative of teachers will be questionable, because how do you depend on your employer to give you facts to actually use the same facts against them? It cannot be. So we want to ask you that a number of questions that you've given the Teacher Service Commission, we want to have your own information. 2, this committee will invite Teacher Service Commission here. They'll give us their side of the story, because we want to see that the union represents the interests of teachers. An effective union gives a vibrant teaching service. An effective union ensures that a teaching service that is well motivated to work. So all the information that you have actually transferred to Teacher Service Commission, we shall ask the Teacher Service Commission their story. We want you to give your story. Lastly, we have issues that are very important to you. The issues of the regulations, the issues of the law. I don't want you as a union to look like you are complaining. Make your own amendments, your own proposals on the various Teacher Service Commission Act. Make your own proposals on the Code of Regulations. Make your own recommendations on the importance of career progression agreement vis-a-vis the what do you call it? The scheme of service. And present it before this committee. We shall listen to you. We shall see the importance of those recommendations, And if the Teacher Service Commission are bringing something which is punitive to teachers, we shall listen to you.
Chair, we've done the three. We shall
Yes,
present.
you shall do the presentation.
We
So
have done the three.
don't look like you have no recourse. This committee, Honorable you, in 2017, I think members were here, we did actually sat down and told Teacher Service Commission to promote teachers in other areas. And that thing was implemented. There are so many things that this committee will support you. And there are certain things that we'll want to make sure that we become strong as a union. So thank you so much. We shall communicate to you and make sure that on question number 6, we shall not actually allow you to answer it the way it is. Information is vital. This committee wants the information. Even if you want to present it in camera, we have no problem. But you have to give us information on the levies, the number of teachers, and all that the committee wants. Thank you. So I think members, let's remain behind shortly. Let's allow the union and the other members to